I got my first reply from the job applications that I've sent. Now, if you don't really know what I'm talking about, so do watch my other video that I'll link in the description where I build an entire job application. AI automated job application system that I built. And yeah, I show every single detail from scratch on how I actually build a system. I'll link that down in link that down. And yeah, this is basically, I just got my first reply when I was wondering if this was actually going to work. And I just felt like I was just putting things into the void. But yeah, I'm gonna take you through the video. And if you want me to, if you want to watch as I document this entire process as I go about applying to jobs so that I can land in. Basically, I'm an AI. I offer AI automation services, and being under international student visa, I'm legally not allowed to do any sort of business. So I'm just trying to like work it the job way and get a job, and then work my way up by, I don't know, offering outcomes. So yeah, if you want me to I'm gonna be documenting this entire process, uploading one video every single day, and also sharing my builds that I'm building, systems that I build, and how you can like build them easily without knowing how to code and everything. Do subscribe to the channel. But yeah, after that long rant, let's get into it. So yeah, as I said, I just got my first reply for and yeah, I just sent like 7 to 8 job applications, and I just got my first reply, and I was like super happy about that. So yeah, why this actually matters. So yeah, as I said, I've been sending job applications using my AI system. So what is the system that I'm actually talking about? Let me take you through that. So where is this? Oh yeah, there we go. So this is the application that I'm talking about. Now, if you're feeling like overwhelmed on what is actually happening, you don't need to worry. Like, yeah, all we care about, even I don't know like what is happening on this side and this side. So basically, as you can see, if you watch that video that I'm linking down, you'd exactly know how to build this, and you don't need to know any of these code stuff. But yeah, and all we need to do is just communicate with the model with AI. And I'll be sharing like a very specific detail on how you can set this up for yourself. But yeah, now yeah, using this, what this does is basically just I give it a LinkedIn job search URL, and it would scrape all the job posts that people have posted in the last few hours or last few days, and then picks the top. It scores it using AI again. So it scores it based on like what is the best relevant jobs for me, and then it scores it out of 100, and then picks the top 5 or top 2, and writes a completely personalized CV for them, and also a personalized email. And it just puts up a email draft that I have to look, and it also like looks at the decision maker and then gets their email and basically puts an entire email for me. And all I have to do is I just have to say run, and it would like do all of this for me. And I have to go to my email, and I would already have the draft. So the draft would look something like yeah, so this is the email that I sent this morning. So what it would look like is, yeah, so there we go. So something like this. So I didn't have to write any of this. All of this was by AI, and even the CV that it's attached. So if I open the CV, it's going to have this like beautifully formatted CV, which I didn't put up myself. Yeah, the system like did it for me in a matter of seconds or minutes. And yes, you can read through the entire email. It is like very personalized and saying like why I can be the best fit for them and solve the exact problem for them, and all of that. So yeah, now you get the gist. Now, yesterday when I was doing this, I was just like doing this. Okay, so my goal was to just send 2 applications or 3 applications per day, and just keep doing it over time as I get good, and yet not really worry about the results. But yesterday I just felt like I was throwing things into the void. Nobody was responding, and yeah, I was not applying to them through LinkedIn apply or whatever. I was just like basically kind of cold emailing them, but I was not like offering services. I was just saying, framed it like an application way. So nobody was responding. I was like, am I just wasting my time? And this method was something that I didn't get from I didn't get any inspiration from. This was just something I came up myself with, and I was like, why not try it? Seems like it would work. And then this morning, actually I put up this yesterday. So yesterday morning, I got my first reply. I sent the email yesterday morning, and within like 1 to 2 hours, I got my first reply. So let me show you what happened, and yeah, why is this even valuable for you? So yeah, the morning I got my first response, and from a recruiter at a company. I'm going to show you exactly. So it was yeah, this one exactly. So this was the email that I sent him. It says, "Hi Mark, I'm writing about the delivery lead position," which was like the role. And I said why my skills of AI automation like maps directly um, to me fitting in that role for them. And basically this is a recruiter. And yeah, so after that I just give some specific examples on why I think, wait, is this even the one? Yeah, exactly. Yep. And I also attached the CV, and then Mark replied to me saying, "Thank you, Alvin," and it would, so this was a job role in this place called Essex, which is in the south of the UK, but I live in Newcastle, and I'm a first year student, so he asked like how would that work for me because the role requires me to be on site, and yeah, so the thing is like I cannot actually like do this job unless they agree to do remote work. And I just said, "Thanks for clarifying, but I live in Newcastle, so I wouldn't be relocate." But yeah, appreciate, since they're a recruiter, I just said, appreciate if you'd like come across any remote delivery or automation roles, I'd be interested. So yeah, just so like opening up my doors there. But yeah, and I just like took you through it. So they just said that. And yeah, I just showed you the actual email. And first thoughts, when I saw this email, I just felt very validated. Like someone actually read my email and they replied within hours. And I've not even done like, it's just in the first 10 emails, not yet done, but I got a reply. And what this says, is the approach that I'm taking is working. People are seeing these applications and don't think that, I don't know, like I'm this person who spams people, which is not what I'm doing. I'm actually like sending, actually getting people that I can actually help in their roles and actually scraping job applications and scoring them based on my experience and my expertise and then applying to them. So yeah, so this just gave me like super validation and the context. So yeah, I just took you through the entire system. So now to like get a bit more in detail. So as I said, I built this AI system that automates job applications. So it takes in LinkedIn job search URLs, scrapes and scores jobs, and generates custom CV for each role, one that you've just seen, and writes personalized email, finds the decision maker who is like, it can be the CEO, the founder, or I don't know, hiring manager in their company, and finds them, and then also their email, and prepares everything for me to send. And again, in this video, I'm not going to show you how I built the system. I put up an entire an hour-long video where I go through entire detail on how I actually built this, and basically show the raw build entirely on camera. So yeah, I'll put the links in the description if you want to see it. It's like a very valuable video, one of the very valuable videos that I put up. So yeah, I would really suggest that you check that out. But yeah, now what the system does, it generates custom CV tailored to the job description, and also an email explaining why I'm a good fit, and then the decision maker in an email. And right now, this is not doing a good job finding the decision maker in email, but yeah, I just basically have to review the draft that it puts up for me and send eventually. But right now it is taking me quite some more work. But okay, how many applications have I sent? So total so far I've sent like 10 applications, around 10, not exactly 10, over 2 to 3 days. And the method is like email directly to decision makers and not applying through like job portals. If you apply to jobs, you would know what that means. And breakdown, so I just did like 4, 2, 2, and continuing. And response rate so far, like out of 10, I just got 1 reply. So it's like a 10% response rate. But that's like too early to like look at those stats. But yeah, I have to like put in the work more. But what this does, it just did validate that people are reading the results. So yeah, now why this result reply matters, and yeah, why would you have to like watch this video so long? It's not about getting the job. Like yeah, as I said, I probably won't get this one because of the location issue, and it's about validation. Like people are actually reading my emails, and it's not going to spam, and it's actually delivering, and it's getting attention, and that the approach works. And emailing decision maker directly and custom CV and email like actually look good, and fast response. Like yeah, I wouldn't have gotten this reply or this validation if I hadn't started thinking, oh, this is not good enough. Like yeah, no one would reply to this. But yeah, the system quality is good enough. That validates that for me. Like the CV is professional enough, or at least good enough, and email is like compelling enough to reply and basically worth their time to respond. That is exactly what I needed to know. And what I was feeling yesterday, like honest moments, I was just second guessing everything. I was like, I'm just like doing this. I just feel like I'm just throwing things into the void and not getting any responses. I mean, obviously, felt like shouting into the void, as I said. And yeah, there was like a lot of doubt. Maybe this approach that just doesn't work. Let me check if it's recording. Yep. Maybe the emails aren't good enough. Maybe I should try something else. Maybe I'm just wasting my time and all of this. And I just realized like that is a classic situation. And yeah, and I was just like, and anytime I feel in this situation, all I do is I just ask myself, okay, so what are the inputs that I've actually put in, and stripping out all the emotions that I'm feeling, what are the inputs that I've put in, and is it logically right for me to assess based on all these doubts creeping in? And the answer was I just did like 7 to 8 applications, and most of them are like just decent. Most of them are like not at the quality yet. I just sent them because I had to start somewhere. And yeah, I mean, it's no wonder I'm not getting results in the first 5 or 10. So yeah, yeah, the lesson, as I said, when I start doubting myself, I just ask, what inputs have I actually put in? And the answer, as I said, was 7 applications over 2 days. That's barely anything. And yeah, the reality, I just can't expect results from 7 attempts. And basically, especially for something like job applications, which is like the job market, like everyone is like shitting about the job application market and the shift. So I just stopped focusing on outputs like replies or results, just focus on inputs. So just send applications consistently for a certain period of time. And then yeah, this is something that one quote that I've heard from someone that I follow that I really cherish, which is like, be really impatient with the inputs and be super patient with the outputs. So be really impatient with like putting out these YouTube videos daily, or posting consistently on LinkedIn, or I don't know, like sending these job applications, but be patient with outputs like getting subscribers or views, or yeah, just ensure that I'm putting value out there that would actually be valuable for whoever my target audience is. And get the, I mean, in this case, or in the job application thing, yeah, just ensure that I'm actually like giving value to the people that I'm applying to, and actually that I can solve things for them. And yeah, basically getting the inputs done fast, and give outputs time to show up. Yeah, how the system actually works. Yeah, as I said, yeah, you just have to like open VS Code and ask Claude Code to run the system. In the video again, like I share exactly how I do go over this. But yeah, as I said, all that is all that it does. And time it takes for me, like right now, it took 30 to 40 minutes for 2 applications. But the goal is to like get it much faster, to 5 to 10 minutes. And the reason that it's like taking a lot of time for me is there are some issues with finding emails, and issues with I don't know, a lot of stuff inside of here. Maybe the email is not good enough, or maybe email could be better, and I just go back and forth with it and want to like change the entire system and all of that. So it takes me like more time for that. But what's working well, I think the CV quality is much better and reliable. It's creating all these yeah, as I just showed you. So this is one of the CVs that I put up for eResource Ltd. And yeah, maybe the professional summary is like smaller, but yeah, as you can see, like it puts up an entire, all of this was automated by the system, and I didn't have to write a single letter on here. But yeah, it just shows why I can actually be relevant for the role. And I actually have like a master CV that I fed into the system, which it's using to like, which has all my experiences and all that I have experience on, and it would like customize this exactly to what their keywords and what the jobs, I don't know, like problems that I can actually solve to fit into the role. And okay, where is it? Yeah. And what's still clunky is, like, as I said, the system's like not reliably fine. And okay, so I didn't go over this. And email personalization is like really good as well. But yeah, this morning I actually had to deal with some of that. But yeah, and it shows why I'm a good fit. So yeah, and it's not finding decision makers consistently or finding emails, but getting better. And I just do it manually. But it should take me like a lot less time that I'm doing it. So yeah. But it's okay, just keep doing it, and over time I'll just like figure out the nuances behind the things, and it would just like get better. And yeah, my response to the recruiter, as I said, they just asked like how I'm in Newcastle and all of that. So I just said I can still add value remotely, and I actually didn't say I'm a student in Newcastle, but yeah, that would just frame myself as a first year student, which is not really professional, I guess. But yeah, but I genuinely believe that I can deliver results for the role remotely. So yeah, I'm not pushing myself, but just saying if it's still it's okay. If they're okay with that, I can help them, but if not, that's okay. And yeah, will I get this job? I don't think so, probably not. They want someone local, but yeah, does that matter? No. That's the point, is like validation, knowing that this thing works. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing it. And what I'm doing differently now, not changing the approach, what I'm changing is like going faster. Like right now I'm doing like 2 applications per day. I'm thinking of just increasing it by 1, so do 3 applications per day instead of 2. And more efficient. Like I just know the process now, so I can make this much faster. And yeah, my goal this week was like 14 applications. Now aim for maybe not 21, because like it's already Thursday, but yeah, aim for like a bit more than 14. And not focused on replies yet. Yeah, just hit the 50 to 100 applications, like hit a big number of volume, and then evaluate the approach and track it. That is like another thing as well. So I also show how you can like track it using in the other video, where I take you through the entire job application build, system build, and then I'll look at my response rate, then I'll adjust if needed. And yeah, all of this comes after like I do an enough volume, like 50 applications, and then I can see, okay, what is working? Emails are getting viewed or not, or I don't know, response, am I getting response rate? But that is not what I should be doing on the 10th application, knowing that the first 5 was not good. So yeah, if you're hesitant to start, lower the bar. Like most people don't start because it needs to be perfect. It's, especially me. I have procrastinated on this job application system for so long because I don't know, like it was good enough or not. I didn't want to look crappy in front of people. I wanted to look impressive, and I'm a big perfectionist. And yeah, the truth is like you don't need a perfect system. My advice, or probably my suggestion, would be lower the bar ridiculously. Like yeah, reduce friction and allow yourself to look crappy. As I said, I used to be a super perfectionist, and I just wanted to be the impressive person, and yeah, wanted to be best at everything. But what changed is I just allow myself to like send good enough, or even if it's like crappy, just do it. And just starting something that is crappy, over time you can get good at it. And yeah, over time, when you look back on the first application you sent, you'd be grateful that you did that, because yeah, I mean, that is what I feel like when I did my first Upwork applications. And now that I've done 72 of them, the first one was like really crappy, but only because I did that crappy one, my 72nd one, or anything moving forward, could be great, and I can do it in far less time than I did for the first one. So yeah, over time you just naturally get better, and the system improves and quality grows up, and you're not crappy anymore. So yeah, but you can't get there without starting. So yeah, that is something that I'm saying to myself and yourself as well. So yeah, the diamond mining analogy. So you might have seen this picture. So I don't know, like the miners digging for diamonds, and one's like 1 foot away from diamonds but quits, and the other keeps going, finds the diamonds. Maybe I should show you the picture. The diamond mining analogy. It was kind of like a meme. So yeah, this one exactly. So as you can see, like this guy just quits, but he was like so close to the diamonds. But then this guy just feels like he'll just keep going and eventually like reach the diamonds. So yeah, the thing is like I just think about that, and I always think that okay, the diamond is like very far than what I think where I think it is. So yeah, after 7 applications, I was thinking maybe this doesn't work. But yeah, if I had quit, I would have never known that this was working, or people actually look and reply to this. So yeah, and how many people quit at application 5 or 3? Like how many never even send one? Like yeah. So yeah, people quit right before it works. And so yeah, the question is like, how many inputs have I put in, and is it like logically right for me to like question or doubt this at this point? If not, just do the volume, like do 50 of them, and then look back and see what worked and what didn't. And then you'd know more, and you'd have better clarity to assess it, rather than like just doing it at application 5 or whatever it would look for you. So yeah, as I said, the real question to ask is like, what is the input that you have put? And yeah, you may just need to give it more volume, or more time, or a consistent effort. Like sometimes there's like a lag and people respond late or whatever. So you just need to give it more time or more volume, and then you can evaluate if it works. So yeah, what I'm tracking now, I just realized I should track this better. So yeah, starting today, I'm tracking how many applications I'm sending, how many replies I'm receiving, and response rate over time. Like I can just evaluate that all on a Google Sheet, very simple. But yeah, and time spent per application, I think I should start to track that as well. And before I move on, yep, just a second. Yeah, And another thing is like why it's like super important to track things is because that just like gives you over time of what's actually working and gives you like a very clear picture of like where you have to adjust. And data is not feelings, like data is data, and yeah, it is what it is. So when you have data, you can just um, evaluate and adjust the approach based on data, which would always be right because it's just numbers don't lie. So yeah, so hit for me right now is like 50 to 100 applications, hit that, and then look back at the data which I'm tracking and decide if the approach is working or not. So yeah, what this means for you and why is it valuable for you. So if you're job hunting or doing anything about that, don't expect results from 5 applications. And by the way, I'm not doing like the traditional job hunting process, but yeah, if you're doing anything similar or even the traditional job hunting one, focus on inputs and be patient with outputs. And yeah, if you're building a system, early validation matters. So yeah, I mean, it was like a good thing for me. And if you're about to quit something, just ask like what inputs have I put in. So yeah, that's just repetitive. Now that I'm looking at it, but yeah, as I said, my plan is like I'm doing 3 per day, and I'm just gonna skip it. And next milestone is like 50 applications sent, and not worry about like getting every job. And yeah, basically like not focus on the results for now. Yeah, that would just take care of itself. The curiosity of me like checking YouTube views, or I don't know, like the results that I'm getting from job applications, that would just drive it. I don't need to like put extra emphasis on like checking on the results. So yeah, key takeaways. As I said, I got my first reply after 7 applications, felt like throwing into void, but it was working. So people are reading emails to decision makers, and response in 2 to 3 hours just says that my approach worked. And I just have to like be more impatient with the inputs and patient with outputs, and just keep iterating. Like yeah, when doubting, just ask like what inputs did I put in, and don't quit right before it works. Just as I showed the diamond analogy, a very popular one. And another thing is like lower the bar to start, allow yourself to look crappy, and track data and not feelings. So give it real volume before evaluating, and consistency is like always greater than perfection. And as I said, one reply isn't success, but yeah, it's just like validation for me to keep going. So yeah, that this video is like more of a documenting video, and let me know if you like these documenting videos or not, or if you'd want me to just show you like system builds where you can actually like watch the video and know for yourself on how to actually build systems that solve real problems for yourself, or for businesses that you're for your clients or whatever. So yeah, that is for the video, and thank you so much for your time. And if you're a business owner in the UK and would want to like see how you can like generate more revenue for yourself, or save more time by streamlining your workflows, basically using AI automation, reach out to me, and I'd be able to like, we can get on a call to discuss how I can add value to what you're doing. So yeah, that said, thank you so much for your time, and do comment on like what do you think about these videos. And yeah, that would really help me to understand like what is my market or what is my audience, and what sort of content would actually be valuable for them. And yeah, I'm like really focused on like driving value here, and yeah, I know that like that is what drives it to the algorithm. So yeah, thank you again. This is like the 3rd time I'm saying thank you, but yeah, have a lovely rest of the day. Cheers.